So a lot of my most recent creations have been a little bit off, if you know what I'm saying. I mean, most recently, I just made the Man, also the Man Van, its alternate name. That's a bit out there. There were the cars based on comments that I made as well, including this one, the Aquaboy, the Laggy Lad with its massive turbo lag, and the Japanese word drifting car, which I will revisit at some point because people really did enjoy this one. Believe me, I do too. And it was kind of with the Bugo Harley Quinn that I went down a bit of a rabbit hole and started to make really terrible cars. So you can blame this for all of my recent creations. All of its paint chips and everything else have caused me to go completely insane. But today is a special day because I'm going to be taking this one incredibly seriously. It's time to make the true Karen Mobile, the can I speak to your manager lady, and whatever vehicle she happens to drive. Now classically what that means is we can't have anything other than SUV picked because that's what it's gotta be. And then I need to scroll down here and find the absolute biggest one. Looks like 3.4 meters is the max. Let's go with that. Now, as you would suspect, it's completely made out of steel and nothing else. Longitudinal engine, we'll get there in a bit. And it's probably got coils and leafs because, yeah, you gotta take those kids to soccer practice somehow. As you would likely suspect, it's really hard to haul around 3 kids and a dog without having a massive V8, so that's exactly what we're going to put in there. Cast iron, of course, it's gotta be the American way. Push rod, and let's make it 8.2 liters for no particular reason. Well, you know what, 8.1 liters actually sounds a little bit better to me. I think I'm gonna go ahead with that. So I've made the internals entirely cast, and I'm not gonna turbocharge it or anything like that. Obviously, it can't be that complicated. Let's put injection on it. Let's just put multi-point EFI, twin, and standard. Ooh, that actually looks pretty good. Now, no Karen would be caught at a fuel pump, so it's probably her husband putting fuel into this. I'm gonna say the premium 95 is what he's gonna put in there, because he spent a lot of money on this SUV, and his wife doesn't have a job, so you gotta take care of it. Okay, preliminary testing isn't going so hot. It turns out the pistons are dying and the exhaust is incredibly restrictive. Let's increase that a little bit and probably break it. I'm just gonna make that a little bit less. There we go, 357. Now, because of the way I set up this engine, it's actually making its best power without having high RPM. As you can tell, the components can't do that much. I'm gonna turn those up just a little bit, heavy duty parts, and that made it worse. Oh, look at that, it's better, just with some better components. That's gonna be fine for this. It's not gonna do well at high RPM, but no big deal for us. Now, I'm really just tuning for some smooth acceleration because you gotta get out of the mall parking lot in a relatively easy way. This has to be a very easy car to drive despite being a land barge. You know what? 371 horsepower, I'm actually pretty satisfied with that. A little bit of reliability issues. I mean, it's an American product, so that's to be expected. Also, it's not really using the octane that I'm giving it, but that doesn't matter. Most people that put premium in their cars don't need to anyways. Yeah, fuel efficiency, who cares? 371 horsepower V8, let's go. Now obviously we're going with the 2008 SUV body, this one here. Let's see if we can warp it in any good ways here to make a little bit more room. You know what, it could probably stand to be a little bit longer, don't you think? Like, the longer the better. Alright, I think I'm satisfied with that. This has turned from a land yacht into a land barge, and it is absolutely massive. So there's only one possible color choice for this, and it has to be white. I don't think there's any one of these SUVs that exists in the world with a Karen driving that isn't either white or a black Denali. That's it. Okay, skipping ahead a little bit, I'm gonna make it all-wheel drive, just because these Cadillacs that I'm kind of basing this loosely off of are all-wheel drive. And it's going to be an advanced auto as well, because imagine this person had to put any effort into driving 9 speeds. Let me just skip to the wheels because I want to do something special. Now, it's obviously very important that this has huge wheels, like absolutely massive, so we're going with 880 tire diameter and 24s. Good luck finding rubber for that. Alright, on to fixtures. Now this is incredibly important because styling matters a lot to this type of person, so I'm gonna go ahead and just put a lot of chrome things on there. It's not gonna be that fancy. Not going as far as the Man Van this time. Although, to be honest, I definitely thought about it. I was gonna go way in deep, but I kind of want to tone this one down just a touch. You see, I think the Karen Mobile needs a little bit more time put into it, a little bit more care. Otherwise, she's gonna have to speak to my manager. So if you've seen my Brodozer build, this is going to be a little bit familiar, but basically, It needs mirrors that are huge as well, because otherwise how are you going to see that trailer? You'll never pull with it. Okay, we need a way over the top grill that makes absolutely no sense on the front of here. And yeah, I'm going to need 5 of them actually. Did automation get darker or is it just me? This game is feeling like it's raining outside. Okay, so grill 1 is in place, and now I did a little bit of a technique on the last truck that I built where I took the same grill and I flipped it upside down, and that is for a purpose because I'm using it again here. It's gotta be bad. It's gotta be real bad. Goodness, I don't know what to say for myself on this one. That is just rough. Okay, let's put some lights on there. Okay, as with all vehicles in this class these days, I think it needs to be horrendously ugly, and I believe that's what I've created right here. Please don't avert your eyes. This is only gonna get worse. I can feel this staring directly into my soul, and I am mildly afraid. Also, the game is not responding half the time, which is probably because it doesn't want to render this. I apologize, game. I apologize. While attempting to place another vent on the front, the game crashed, so you can tell it's definitely protesting right now. Not much I can say to justify this other than it's brilliant, please. Take after this genius with your own designs. Oh no, I'm not done yet, don't worry. I definitely need to fill up this space down here and all of this empty space down here too. It's gotta be curb proof. Or like those poles that they have at the front of grocery stores, because I'm pretty sure this is gonna hit at least one of those in its lifetime. I'd also like to get just the tiniest amount of downforce on the front end, so I'm gonna put one of these chins on there. Oh, that looks a little rough now, doesn't it? Alright, my work is done on the front end, but I definitely need to put a badge on here. We have to think of the most, like, snooty thing possible. It's a hard debate. Oh, you know what? The unicorn is just perfect. This is definitely gonna work right here. Alright, I've got some more work to do on the front end. It seems like I probably should put a lot of detail into this one, just to make it look that much nicer, including wipers and possibly frame rails on the roof rack. Not saying it would ever be used, though. Oh, you know what? I haven't picked out some, like, really gaudy wheels yet. Oh man, I found them instantly. Okay, hold on. Okay, I'm thinking about practicality here, but we're gonna need some steps on the side, because how is some short white lady gonna get in here? It's gotta have steps of some kind. And of course, they have to be all chrome as well. So I noticed they put Ontario plates in the game, which is kind of funny. The thing is that these plates would be super old, because they don't give out A plates anymore, they're on C. Okay, I swear I had roof racks at some point, but I don't know what happened to them, so I'll keep looking. Oh wait, this is them right here, isn't it? Yes, thank goodness. Okay, I definitely needed these. Oh yeah, no, that just completes the look right there. Let's put a couple of these across. Oh goodness, it's almost worse than Karen's haircut. Speaking of that, this back is so flat. I don't know what happened. Alright, let me try and bring it out just a little bit here. I think there's yeah, these bumper fixtures right here are perfect. I can probably just slap one of those on, make this out a little bit more, and then just fill in that space to give it some definition. So the bumper's going to be body matched because that's the luxury way, but I think it's sticking out just a little bit too much. Something else that's cool that was just added, I just got the mod for it today, is exhausts that are looking quite fake, so I can definitely use these in this, if they stick out enough, that is. Alright, I'm gonna go with this exhaust here in a nice fancy chrome, just because it looks kind of fakeish even though it's real, and I just lowered the bumper to accommodate. It's not ideal, but it'll do. Alright, I need some taillights on here, and now the extravagance of the front is hard to match, but I do want to try to give it something, just a little something, if you know what I'm saying. I think it needs to be a little bit blingy as well. I'm probably going to need to use headlights for this, so I can find some good taillights. I think I'm going to do something first before I touch on the backlights. I'm going to do that big bar across like I did last time on the Brodozer, just because I thought that really brought it together, and it kind of helps the back to look a little bit more fleshed out, which is difficult to do otherwise, so yeah, I'm going to try that first. Using a big square piece like this is, well, it makes it easy. However, it doesn't quite look the way I want it to. I kind of want it to stick out instead of going in, which is a little bit trickier. Okay, so this is essentially just a giant black piece on the back of it. I'm going to put some lettering on the back. We might try to inlay some of that, which would be cool. But for now, I can use this to kind of build some taillights off of and cover up the ends of it. Let me see what I can do, though. I'm definitely leaning towards using the exact same style that is on the front, so yeah, it's going to be a little bad. Oh, you know what I just thought of? We need like the little family stickers. If only those existed. I don't want to make them from scratch, but I'll try to do something. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you my submission for the worst possible Cadillac taillight reproduction in automation possible. I've just decided to kind of just wrap it all the way around instead of just going for the sides, but yeah, I think it adds a bit of flair to it, so I'm gonna stick with that. The only thing is, it bothers me that it doesn't fully cover this, so I'm just gonna fix that as well. Oh yeah, there we go, that's it. That's the one. That's the take that we needed. Let's put some numbers and letters on this lad and then finish this off. Alright, so there's a fatal flaw in my design where I can't put this stuff over top of this. At least I don't think so, yeah, because it pops up a little bit, which is unfortunate, so I'm just gonna leave it empty. However, I did put an appropriate sticker on the side of it to represent what this lady is probably doing in her spare time, and I think it's best that, that we move on. That's gonna be it for the design of the Karen Kamander. I'm actually really happy with the way this turned out, especially the front end, and you know what, the back actually looks pretty much exactly how it should. Okay, moving on, we're back over to the drivetrain. It's all-wheel drive, it's an advanced auto 9-speed. It's anticipating 234 k's an hour. I really don't think this thing is actually going to go over 120, but we'll leave it there for now. Oh yeah, so the wheels and such, I'll move those around as needed to give it some at least reasonable drivability. I mean, it's a massive boat, but what can you do? Moving on, let's give it vented discs. I don't think this really needs to be that much. It's probably going to be heavy, so yeah, we'll just jack up the size of those. That'll fix that. Aerodynamics, off-road skid tray, but nothing else. And interior, it's got to have a third row because those babies need to be put somewhere. And then that's pretty much there. Let's go for a luxury interior with luxury infotainment, some fancy stuff. And it's going to need all the aids it can get. Full electric variable, and I'm afraid to do this because I haven't done it on an automation car in a long time, but let's put on full traction aids and full safety. That's very strange for me. Moving on, it's going to have active comfort suspension, semi-active, very expensive stuff, and we'll give it a sport preset. My goodness, it weighs 3,463 kilos. That is really heavy. I don't know if that's on par with the weight of these in real life, but yeah, my goodness. Back over to the drivetrain, top speed is anticipated to be a little bit less than I thought it was, which is fine. No wheel spin, so no need to worry about this at all. Probably need to reduce the spacing, as odd as that seems. Back over to the wheels, drivability is fine, sportiness is fine. Front wheels are a little too big, so we'll just turn them both down. You know what, turn them both up. That's fine. We could actually get away with bigger rims, and I'm definitely thinking about doing it. 25, 26, 27. Oh, 27 is the one. Sportiness is high. Oh yeah, no, that is selling the gimmick even better than I thought it would. These rims are horrible. Okay, brakes are way too weak, which is fixable. Just gotta turn them up as much as possible, and probably up these to 6-piston, and then, I don't know, up the pad type maybe? These are gonna be huge brakes. Aerodynamics, I don't particularly care, it's fine the way it is. And the interior and stuff is all very fancy and expensive. Over here everything seems okay. And then I'm going to try and tune it a little bit to fix this, but other than that, we're probably good. Okay, somehow I managed to get sportiness up to 100%, which is a little bit ridiculous considering the size of this lad, but I'll take it. And alright, that's the Karen Kamander finished. Let's go try it out in Beam. We'll go crawl some mall parking lots and try to pick up our kids from soccer practice. And then I think we're probably going to have to go complain to the gas station's manager because fuel isn't as cheap as I'd like it to be, because my lord, the fuel economy in this is not good. We're cruising at a nice 37.7 liters per 100 kilometers from what I'm reading here. That is just absolutely ridiculous. So we see here Karen in her natural habitat, next to a large mansion with an SUV that doesn't really fit in the driveway. Husband's gone to work. Obviously Karen doesn't work, so she is at home with the kids, who are now going to school. Let's take them there in style. Oh yeah, by style I mean our massive new Karen Kamander all-wheel drive 8.1 liter V8 of unnecessary power dashing through the city as you do. And would you look at that, school is just down the block. We'll just pretend that this is a very preppy school. Instead it looks more like a dingy industrial area, but hey, that works for me. Alright, bye kids. Don't fail any tests or I'll murder you. Alright, time to go on with the day. I mean, she probably could just get away with bribing the teachers or something. That would probably work too. Now it's time to hit the town and see what's going on. It's time to party now that the kids are gone. On a slightly more interesting note, it actually does drive pretty well. A little bit wobbly at high speed. But so far, so good. Haven't had too many issues with this vehicle as a whole, and I'm definitely driving on the wrong side of the road right now. I'm just gonna call this one a Karen thing to do and just say that I did it on purpose. Yeah, that's what happened. Well, the navigation has led her astray and she's definitely lost. I think she's probably gonna end up calling the company that made this vehicle and demanding a refund over that, and then they're gonna have to do it because otherwise, well, they'll have a bad review on Google Reviews. Can't stand for that, can we? Alright, this is the correct interchange. I think I got it this time. Let me drive up the ramp and over to the gas station. I think we need to go refuel after that short drive. But first, a trip to the mall. It's right here, so we may as well. I've got stuff for sale, an empty parking lot, and somebody who needs to just buy some things. I gotta consume. Well, after a lengthy chat with the manager of this store here, I guess it's some kind of fragrance store, or potentially that's just a billboard. Either way, they definitely know the wrath of my managerial assessment skills. I can tell you right now that they know 100% about how wealthy my husband is, and that I would definitely sue them if they tried to wrong me by giving me the wrong fragrance. Now it's time to go to the Turbo Burger. Pretty sure I need to order some things. Yeah, can I have 3 Big Macs and then 3 hot dogs as well? And also, can I have extra mayo on all of those things? And you know what, just to be a little bit healthier today, I think I'm gonna have a Diet Coke this time. Darn kids messed up my meal again. They didn't get the extra mayo. How can this be? I can't let them get away with this. I'm gonna run them down. Watch out, kids. Okay, after a minor collision and a minor temper tantrum as well, I think it's time that we went down to the repair shop down here. I'm gonna try and finagle a repair for free out of these guys. Well, I got what I wanted, like I always do, and so I'm gonna continue to try and get things. Get things for free, or for major discount, that is. Down to the beach, because you know I need that tan. I mean, the tanning salon is closed right now, so I've got to do what I gotta do. Ah, the beach. Nice and beautiful today. I think I'll just go ahead and park right here on this walkway. You know, I'm thinking I may as well leave the engine running as well, because this thing needs to stay cool inside. The black leather does get really hot. So yeah, just leave it running right in front of this walkway while I go dip my toes into the beach. And it looks like the police have shown up, as you would suspect if something like this ever happened. I think it's time that I outran them. Just a little tag for good measure, and we're off. Let's make it chase me. Oh wait, never mind, this might have been a problem. The AI in this game isn't very good. Let me see if I can fix this. Yeah, that's not quite the way I wanted you to go there, buddy, but I guess he doesn't have any tracking in this area, so I'm gonna have to try again. There we go, now the police are gonna be after me. Okay, hopefully this works. So Karen fleeing from the cops after parking on the beach, or close to the beach, on a walkway with the engine going, and probably just leaving it on and ruining the environment as you do. I mean, it could be worse. There could be kids inside and it would be locked and the engine not going. But thankfully today they're at school. And this police car's having a hard time keeping up with me. Yeah, so long, sucker. Oh wait, never mind. You know, sometimes I don't really know what I'm doing, and this is kind of one of those times. I've just been messing around. Yeah, let me know what you think of this, like, weird style of video. Oh, the police just rammed me. That's to their own detriment, I think, because we appear to be quite stuck together, or they're at least on my trailer hitch. Yeah, these bigger SUVs are not easy to deal with. I don't think this guy's going to be taking me out anytime soon. Okay, so I went ahead and spawned a bunch of police vehicles, but oh wait, hold on. Am I about to be arrested here? This police van appears to be on me. Never mind, I'm going to have to figure out how this works. I'm also being pushed by what appears to be a Unimog. You know, I've been wanting to mess with traffic in this game for a while, and I can kind of see why I didn't do it yet. Okay, so the police are just roaming around randomly, and I think I'm gonna try to... Oh wait, never mind, they're here. I don't think all the cars are police cars, only a few of them, but I'm gonna try to just drive around and see if they can actually catch me. I'm assuming it's just gonna keep spawning random cars as well, because that looks like a F1 car right there. Oh, there's another police car. I don't think that they're chasing me currently. I don't know how to tell, as odd as that sounds. Maybe it's sirens. Like, do I have to do damage to these cars to make them want to fight me? Like, now I hear sirens, but it's probably just that van. Or, oh, never mind, somebody else is chasing. Oh, yeah, he's actually trying. Oh no, that's the van right there. Stay out of my way, buddy. This isn't Need for Speed. I have it set so I can spawn a lot of cars at once. Like, it's not a few amount, or it's not a small amount that are around here. So they should stick around a long time, assuming everything works out. So it'd be interesting to see if I can drive away from this and come back and find them in the same places. Oh man, that is a lot of police cars right there. I think that's all of the regular ones. If I go for a big hit though, we might be able to take a few out. Yeah, that was a little bit detrimental to that guy. Let me see if I can get out of this. No, it appears I've crash welded myself to the police, which is unfortunate because I just got busted. Yeah, I think Karen's gonna have a hard time escaping a large army with this, but it's actually pretty good at just taking out cars and running into things. It's pretty solid overall, and I'm pretty happy with the way it turned out. Let me know what you think of it in the comments. And what else should I do with these really stupid vehicles I've made? The man van and this, although this one a little bit more serious perhaps, although still not really that serious. Alright, with traffic gone, I'm back to having some peace and quiet. My goodness, that was fun though. I'm definitely going to have to use traffic in another way, now that I have a more... Oh my goodness, wait a minute. Did I not mirror that piece right there? Did it take me this long to notice that I didn't mirror that? Or did I just lose it somewhere? Hold on a second. Nope, I literally did not mirror it. Oh man. Okay, I'm sure that annoyed some of you. You just gotta watch till the end to know that I figured it out. It's time, as it is at the end of every video that I make, except for super short ones, to thank those who have chosen to support this channel, specifically Canadian Steel, Overlord, Dr. Ivo, That Right-Stood Explorer, QT Bear, Terry Williams, The Most Random Person, Sick D Cars and Stuff, Boris Ramirez, Jug, and Jacob. Thank you for your support. Appreciate everybody a lot. See you guys again next week. More SnowRunner and then another automation build coming up.